Okie doke, so. Oh. Mother. Can we? Actually I think we can. Because it should be... Whoa! Who's moving the books that slowly? It's definitely the word open here, find bulb. Thank you! Whatever this is for, a powerful light bulb. I'm sorry, I didn't know what he was talking about. Quantum gravity. I'm sorry, that's too much science. Yep. These all written by Stephen Hawking or something? Now, okay. That is actually. I don't think there's anything else there. Okay, I checked that entire case. Excuse me, I checked it again. Okay. Oh dear. No, is that something Darwin related? Some kind of super genius. Okay, we don't get another explanation. Micrographia? Okay, that's new information for me. Creatures of the South Seas. Wait, what? I forget what those are. I swear I'm not having much luck. Fine. Good try. Okay, that one's for sure. Fine. Well, fun. That didn't really help us, did it? Oh gosh, there are top parts. Mind swap. Sure. Okay, that's weird. But whatever. Oh, these are the fun ones, aren't they? Oh, jeez, well. Oh, really? There's some books that stand out, but I don't think I've been able to... What is this? Huh. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Oh, hang on. Did I already look at that part? Did I already look at this part? Where'd I turn around to? I have not seen these yet. That... Henry Ford? I didn't read the full title. Okay. Photochemistry? Oh, thank goodness! Oh, it took a while. Got something out of it. No, I'm sorry, I just looked at that. That works. Oh boy. Really? Take it out, right? Thank you. I got one. Oh, okay. Oh, similar to the other stuff. And I guess there's no explanation for that. Nope, sorry, we already saw those. Or I saw those. We have not seen these. Let's see. Nothing to say about that. Permian? How old is that? Yep. Neat. Cowboys and Indians, I guess. Hellenism. No, that makes sense. Anything else that we haven't gotten to yet? Frick. Oh, crud, are we back there? Have we not found the last one? Oh, there's more up here, I guess. No, we found... let's see. It'll tell me if I'm just covering old ground, which is nice. I don't know, should I look for the right spine on some of these books? At some point the screen doesn't let me see anything else, which is rather helpful actually. I don't know what the heck that meant, actually. I think it's time to check some of these down here. Good for you. What are these? Dad kind? I at least want to see what people have to say about all these. Huh. Sheldrake is a name that's come up, hasn't it? Well, we'll get to it, won't we? I don't know why that's funny. I wish I knew what kind of field that actually was. And we got all those, I guess. There we go. Okay. And this one is Tales of Old Japan, I guess. Is there anything else in here? Probably not. Nothing we could pick up, excuse me. Still. Whoa, hang on. It's a weird way to order that. They did, actually. Thank you. I never commented on her incredibly long time to jump. It's almost as if gravity does not affect her. Lucky. Oh, that's important. So I have 3 light bulbs. The heck is this? We'll get something better, correct? Now... I don't know if I need to put a specific book here. Hang on. Hang on. Thank you. I'm sorry. You have to open all of them. That is a weird frickin' pop-up, but guess what this is gonna say? The letters only really spell out one thing. Sheldrake 5. Really? Do I have to keep looking into this thing? Yes, fine, there was a story segment.
Sheldrake 5?
I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
We did, huh?
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake. Have you heard of him?
Sheldrake, I mean.
We have.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory.
Not accepted by any other scientist.
Morphogenetic fields,
but
which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
it works here.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
I forget what part that was.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things.
Epiphany and
The
danger.
first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
You did? Why?
Well,
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh. Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything.
I guess I have to. Gosh.
But not
Such a
here.
nag.
Let's move to the top floor.
Okay. Whoops, I tripped. No, he didn't. He's a magician.
I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. I had little choice.
Wait, this Zero? Or was that on the note?
He didn't walk up and tell me, of course.
I forgot if it was on
He
the
gave me a message engraved on a card.
Was it a different message?
That's a Braille card.
How many of those
Just
did
like
you
the one
get?
you showed us earlier.
Did you just get a book or something?
So you had 2 cards.
No.
Oh, huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the nonary game on it.
Yes, it did.
There was more to it, wasn't there? No one else could double check
And
you.
those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card.
Yep.
There was something
That's
I
fair.
didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say there was something I couldn't read.
What do you mean?
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator.
Holy frick.
It's a threat on our lives.
Oh, well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
Unlikely.
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
Is that something that you would whisper to Clover at
To
some
be on the
point?
safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone.
That was a long time ago,
Still,
but I feel like I remember.
apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you.
Yay!
I've decided to tell you the truth.
Cool.
The chance that Santa is Zero is very high.
Agreed.
I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment.
No, he's probably having a jolly good time doing something else.
And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
That would be rude.
Why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Kind of.
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about.
There are 2 nonary games, right? Swappity-swap thoughts and whatnot.
I see. The morphogenetic
Okay, yep, Ship, Nevada.
and the girl that died during the experiment.
We didn't get her name.
She told you all that, did she?
Didn't get a name.
At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
Is who did this and why, right?
yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people
Yay.
who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Yes, we know that part.
There were 4 of them running the show.
We actually know that part too.
Gentaro Hongo,
Ace.
Nagisa Nijisaki,
Some person.
Teruaki Kubota,
Other guy.
Kagechika Musashido.
Longer name.
Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Is this helping? Is the covering up of half their face really enough at this point?
Nijisaki was his right-hand man.
Familiar?
And did the lion's share of the planet.
Again,
Kubota
familiar?
led the company's research and development division.
Heck, even him? Somewhat
Musashido was their
familiar?
majority stockholder. It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment.
Dicks.
Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
Huh, so it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido.
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale.
You need a bunch of kids.
To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research.
Oh, jeez.
All in all, they
We don't know
gathered
any of them,
10
do we?
people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project.
I guess they got out of it scot-free. Good work, 10.
They named it the Nonori Project. The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will.
Well, that's interesting.
The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field.
Sure.
Huh.
Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation?
Why do you know all of these stories and I'm pretty sure you never heard?
Experiments
Did
with
we tell you
humans
all this?
produce the same results.
Okay.
The more people...
Sure.
Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
Okay.
But that's just a theory.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of weird, isn't it?
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it.
Neat.
Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple.
Thank
Let's
you.
suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem.
Sure.
The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we?
Cool.
Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow,
Really? The handstand. I skip
mankind's
parts
thought
of it.
process and actions are all part of a resonant event. All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen?
Oh.
If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well.
That's interesting.
Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's
Make
no
people do
way.
handstands.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person.
I thought the point of the morphogenetic field was for people to gain knowledge, not to influence their decision making, but I guess it works in all kinds of ways.
This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands?
Huh, what?
What would happen then?
What the frick? These are out of
A
left
person
field.
who has the power to write to the field, and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver.
Why didn't you capitalize those? Inconsistent.
What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
Are there?
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish.
Delightful.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. Close enough, at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least, That was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
Yes, we have. It was a complete
That was
failure.
an experiment in telepathy, right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly correct.
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
We learned that part. That's how they got the connection. 7 did. Excuse me.
Hongo used it
Give
to
him some
conduct
credit.
experiments on visiting children in secret.
Why children?
Some of them, he found, had potential.
Well, or they did better than chance. Which is possible.
He began to gather children that showed promise.
Okay.
Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered.
Tch.
They were kidnapped.
Boo.
There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total. For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver.
What end were you on?
They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting.
What a stupid name. Just call them the transmitter group.
They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert.
Okay.
The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A.
Why? Why wasn't it R? What, Q and A?
Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic.
That already just... That makes me angry for some reason.
From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following.
He was a dick, he was a dick, and he was a dick.
There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields.
Clover told
The
us.
first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with...
That is exactly what Clover said, and I literally skipped the same exact line.
It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information obtained...
I tell you what, so basically if he said something more than 2 lines long, I can't skip it. That's
Adding
fine.
danger to that equation
Makes it
allows
even-
for even easier field access.
Gotcha. It's just about accessing the
That's where Hongo...
field.
They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room.
Yes, like we just did.
Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger.
So he blew up the kids?
He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic.
Oh no.
The
this is
children in
fun.
Group A were forced to play the Nonary game as the ship sunk.
What a guy.
By forcing the children into a life or death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q
they have a
duplicated
challenge?
the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly.
Okay, gotcha. What danger was there
Every
there?
detail was
None?
exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q.
Or you could tell them, true, that, hey, your
Solve
bread's
the
gonna
puzzles you
die.
find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A.
Couldn't they just frickin' solve them at the Gigantic?
If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown.
Yay.
Those were his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely?
Tom Hanks.
It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule.
I wonder... I'm gonna have to look this up now, aren't I?
All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with.
This one seems kind of out of...
Once they found solutions,
I'm not
they
sure.
reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely.
Pretty sure I can't find any evidence of that.
It was the same with the gigantic and building Q.
I suppose.
The children from Group Q had to use the power of epiphany to solve the puzzles they found
Okay.
and transmit what they learned through the fields.
By thinking really hard.
The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage.
They could literally just do the same puzzles, though. In fact, maybe better than the people in the Nevada building.
That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
That was very good, actually. Round of applause.
Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses?
We were standing the whole
Get
time.
down here already!
He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
Now just imagine, that's only part of the
Hold it.
explanation. We're not even in
There's
the
one more
final
thing I
puzzle
want to ask
group.
you. Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
I was right!
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it?
I thought there was a
Yes.
discrepancy.
I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment.
So 2 weren't reported kidnapped?
After all, you couldn't exactly play a nonary game with any less, could you?
Well, yeah, but
Who
are you saying
died?
that the news got it wrong?
Who died?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no
I
one
hate
filed
this.
a police report when
I
they
hate
went
this.
missing.
Do I know who the 2 people are? I hate this.
They were brother and sister,
I
like
hate
Clover
this.
and I.
I hate this.
The brother's name was Aoi. The sister's name was... Her name was...
Please say it. 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 Please
Her
say it.
name was Akane.
Yes! Oh, I knew it!
That was the girl who died.
Yes! I knew it! Booyah! That's a twist! Yep,
Akane Kurashiki died.
she
9
died.
years ago? Then, who's June? No.
It's impossible. It can't be true. Akai isn't that uncommon of a name. If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter entirely.
Nope.
So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't
Nope.
mean anything.
Don't explain it away.
Of course it
Embrace
was.
it.
It has to be.
Embrace it.
Is something wrong,
Twist,
Junpei?
twist, twist,
Your
twist.
breathing sounds strange.
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm fine. Let's
Choked
get
on
back
air.
down here, all right?
This is perfect.
I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask? What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
I'll admit, I don't know perfectly how this... I'm not quite sure how you can explain this at the current moment. This does help explain the safe ending, though. We'll get to that when we learn more, but... Oh! Did you guys not see that? I guess you can't necessarily see that, can you? I mean, I saw it, but I had a cutscene, so... So the numerals have to translate into letters. 13, 14, 10. Oh gosh. That makes more sense. I was going to say, those don't quite you don't obviously take the exact number, but rather the digital root. So the answer's dead. Were there 2 doors here? Screw it if we die. That's not the point anymore. Okay, we'll open this one, I guess. Unless I just clicked the wrong thing on the other door. How about that? Learning.
Alright, this is the next.
Oh, jeez. Hang on. What happened?
Ugh, the door!
Crap.
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's see.
Yay.
Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Frick.
Is there any other way out?
Why can't you see?
There's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too. But there is a card reader, right?
Yes?
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
What?
Well, yeah, that might work, but...
Hey! Wait a minute. Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Maybe?
Oh man.
Yep. What a disaster zone.
Looks that way.
Yay.
No way!
For real?
Good
Well,
luck,
we can
us.
sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer.
Absolutely.
I rather doubt that, however. So it would be wise to start looking.
Music got really intense as soon as
We
you said
haven't
that,
much
so...
time. Let's find that key card.
Fine, get it. Okay.
Oh, and the Neptune key as well.
Oh, it's okay. Yes, game.
We won't be able to get through the hallway without it.
Perfect. Okay, 2 things. At least.
All right, then.
Yep.
Let's begin.
Thanks, Captain. And we will rummage through the study. I guess that's what this is next time.